Something unexpected is happening in India, and most people outside the country barely notice it. It is not loud. It is not sudden. It is not announced on television every night. Yet quietly and steadily, millions of people are choosing a new path of faith. Across villages, towns, and even crowded cities, families are walking away from traditions they followed for generations and embracing Catholicism. This is not a passing moment. It is a deep shift that is changing lives, communities, and the spiritual map of India. Stay with this story until the very end, because what you are about to hear explains not just a religious change, but a human one. India has always been known as a land of many religions. Faith is not separate from daily life here. It shapes identity, family, culture, and even social position. For centuries, most people followed the religion they were born into and rarely questioned it. Conversion was uncommon and often discouraged. Yet today, something has changed. In many parts of India, people are no longer accepting the place society assigned them at birth. They are searching for dignity, safety, hope, and belonging. For millions, Catholicism has become the answer to that search. This story is not about forcing belief. It is not about numbers alone. It is about why ordinary people are making extraordinary choices. It is about why farmers, laborers, students, and entire families are leaving behind systems that no longer serve them. And it is about why Catholicism in particular is growing faster than many expected. Across India, the rise in Catholic conversions is happening quietly. There are no mass announcements, no public celebrations. Many conversions happen in small churches, village homes, or simple prayer gatherings. People convert quietly because doing so openly can bring social pressure, rejection, or even danger. Yet despite the risks, the numbers continue to grow. One of the strongest reasons behind this movement is the search for equality. Indian society has long been shaped by social divisions that decide a person's worth at birth. Even today, millions of people feel trapped by labels they did not choose. They face limits on where they can live, what jobs they can do, and how others treat them. For these communities, faith is not only about worship, it's about dignity. Catholicism speaks directly to this need. Its message is simple and powerful. Every human life has equal value. No one is born higher or lower than another. For people who have spent their entire lives being told they are less, this message feels like freedom. Many converts say that for the first time they are treated as full human beings, not as social categories. In many villages, people describe the moment they first entered a church as life-changing. They were not asked about their background. They were not judged by their family name. They were welcomed. That experience alone has been enough to plant a seed that grows over time into conversion. Another major reason behind this shift is education. Across India, Catholic schools are known for discipline, quality learning, and care for students. In many rural and poor areas, they are often the only schools that function properly. Families send their children there not for religion but for a future. Over time, as children learn in these schools, families become familiar with Catholic values like service, honesty, and compassion. For many parents, Catholic schools are the first place where their children are treated fairly. No one is separated. No one is pushed aside. Students sit together, learn together, and succeed together. This experience slowly changes how families view faith. Conversion often comes years later, not through pressure, but through trust. Healthcare is another powerful factor. In remote parts of India, government hospitals are often far away, understaffed, or unreliable. Catholic hospitals and clinics fill that gap. They offer care to anyone who comes, regardless of religion or background. For many families, a Catholic hospital is the place where their child was saved, where a mother survived childbirth, or where an elderly parent was treated with respect. These moments leave deep impressions. People remember who stood by them in their hardest moments. Faith becomes connected not just to prayer, but to real help in real life. In tribal and rural regions, the Catholic Church has played an especially important role. These communities have often been ignored by development and forgotten by authorities. Schools, roads, and healthcare arrived late, or not at all. Catholic missionaries were often among the first to live with these communities, learn their languages, and understand their struggles. They did not just preach. They built schools, they taught reading and writing, they helped people defend their land and rights. Over time, trust grew. Conversion followed naturally for many, not because they were forced, but because they felt seen for the first time. For women, Catholicism has also offered a sense of safety and respect that many lacked before. In some communities, women are still treated as secondary. Their voices are ignored. Their futures decided by others. Catholic teaching, with its focus on human dignity, has given many women a new sense of worth. Women describe feeling empowered to speak, learn, and lead within their communities. Young people are another driving force behind this movement. Many young Indians are questioning traditions that feel unfair or outdated. They are connected to the wider world through phones and media. They see different ways of living and believing. For them, Catholicism often represents structure, meaning, and a global identity that goes beyond village or caste. Political and social pressure has not stopped this movement. In some regions, converting to Christianity is openly discouraged. Laws exist that make conversion difficult or risky. Families who convert may face social rejection or worse. Yet even in these environments, conversions continue. People say that once they experience freedom, it is impossible to return to fear. What makes this movement unique is how quiet it is. There are no marches, no loud demands. Families simply change. They pray differently. They raise their children differently. Over time, entire communities transform without drawing attention. Many converts say Catholicism gave them a sense of belonging they never had before. They found community support, shared responsibility, and hope. They describe the church not as a building, but as a family. In times of crisis, that family shows up. This growth is not uniform across India. Some regions see faster change than others. Rural areas, tribal regions, and places with limited access to services often see the strongest growth. Cities see a slower but steady rise, especially among students and workers seeking meaning beyond material success. Critics often misunderstand this movement. They assume people convert for money or pressure. But those who listen to real stories hear something else. They hear people speak about dignity, respect, education, and care. They hear people describe faith as a way to finally breathe freely. For many converts, Catholicism becomes a new identity rooted in hope rather than fear. They do not reject their culture. They carry their language, music, and traditions with them. What changes is how they see themselves. India's religious future is changing quietly. Catholicism is becoming a place of refuge for those seeking equality in an unequal world. It offers structure without oppression, faith without fear, and community without exclusion. This movement raises important questions. What happens when millions find freedom in a place they were told not to look? What does it say about society when faith becomes an escape from injustice? What kind of future is being built? One quiet conversion at a time. These changes are not temporary. They are reshaping lives, villages, and generations. Whether welcomed or resisted, they are happening. If you want to keep understanding the real stories behind faith, identity, and quiet changes shaping the world today, stay connected, share your thoughts, and continue watching stories that many people never hear. Because these stories matter more than most people realize.